The woman discovered that the necklace her husband had given her was engraved with his ex-girlfriend's name, but she did not go to question her husband. Instead, she went straight to her husband's ex-girlfriend. The woman said that if they still loved each other, she could let them be together, but the ex-girlfriend said she had deliberately let her find the necklace, because she had always been jealous of the woman. She thought, with such an ugly appearance, how could the woman still have a happy marriage? She just wanted to steal the woman's husband to deliberately disgust her. However, at that moment, the woman's husband came into the room. He heard what the ex-girlfriend had said. He immediately ran over to apologize to his wife, but his wife did not want to pay attention to him. The ex-girlfriend tried to explain to the man, but the man told her not to contact him again. Then he took his wife and left directly. On the way home, the woman calmly asked her husband for a divorce, but the man was unwilling. It was not until he heard his wife start calling the bank to liquidate their assets. The man immediately stepped hard on the gas and crashed the car into the roadside. The woman's seatbelt was stuck. She immediately asked her husband next to her for help, but her husband only said sorry to her. He got out of the car alone and lit a lighter. The woman begged him not to abandon her, but the man still threw the lighter on the gasoline. But he did not expect that his wife would escape from the car, and she had plastic surgery, and the first person she contacted after the plastic surgery was her husband's mother. She proposed to her mother-in-law to cooperate to take revenge on her husband. The mother-in-law asked her why she was so sure that she would help her. The woman directly revealed the mother-in-law's secret. It turned out that the mother-in-law was her husband's stepmother, and the mother-in-law's child had been made to disappear by the husband. She had been lurking beside the man, waiting for an opportunity to avenge her child. The mother-in-law agreed to cooperate with her, so the woman asked her mother-in-law to take her to the funeral that her husband had held for her. Soon, the woman sneaked in as a waiter. She sprinkled laxatives into her husband's wine glass. After seeing her husband drink it, the mother-in-law began to take him to meet important clients. The man wanted to talk about business, but his stomach hurt so much that he had to tell the clients he needed to go to the bathroom. However, the bathroom door had long been locked by his wife, so the man had to come back. He wanted his stepmother to talk to the clients on his behalf, but his stepmother directly pulled him back in front of the clients. The man had to say that he had something to leave, but the client thought the man looked down on him. Other guests also began to point fingers at the man. The man finally couldn't help but collapse to the ground. In an instant, a stench filled the air. The guests immediately covered their noses in disgust.